Okay, well hello there, my middle school grammar students. This is the video for Monday, March 30th. That's up on the board. I hope you can see it from there. It's middle school grammar time, and we are on page 155 in your grammar book. So if you would turn to there with me, and then I just want to go over for just a second what we've been doing. So if you flip back to the beginning of this chapter, we started with prepositions. So remember, prepositions show position: in, on, around, under. And I gave you that list of prepositions. If you didn't make it home with it, then feel free to look that up online and print you a list. If not, that a pretty extensive list is there on page 144 for you. But we don't want to forget about prepositions because they'll be on our test at the end of this week. The next thing we talked about were conjunctions, and remember we watched the funny video from a long time ago, conjunction, junction, what's your function, and it took two words and it connected them using a conjunction like and, or but. Okay, so those were our conjunctions, and we worked on those, and then today we're going to start interjections. So interjections are pretty fun. They make for an exciting sentence. So if you look there on page 155, interjections are words that indicate emotion, agreement or disagreement, greetings, politeness, hesitation, or beginning. Many interjections show strong feelings. A lot of the time when you start with an interjection, you're going to be ending with an exclamation point. Now, it's not always the case, but a lot of times it is. So if we're showing emotion, if you look at those examples, wow! Exclamation point. We're finally at the top. Now, wow is not its own sentence. It's still part of the other sentence, which is really weird to have that, what we would consider an end point, right? The exclamation point there at the beginning of the sentence. But that's grammatically correct, and that's one indication that it is an interjection. Look at the one using agreement. Yes. Notice the comma, right? So an interjection is going to always have something afterwards. We climbed 100 steps. So can yes be an interjection? Absolutely. Greeting. Hello. When did you arrive? Politeness. I enjoyed the view. Thank you. Do you see how thank you is the interjection, but it's actually at the end of the sentence? That's really unique. Hesitation. Well, you can come back anytime. Okay, interjections can stand alone, punctuated as sentences, or they can appear along with a regular sentence in which they have no real part. Unlike prepositions and conjunctions, interjections do not show relationships between other words in the sentence. They do not function as subjects, predicates, objects, or modifiers. Because an interjection has no grammatical function, it can be omitted from a sentence, which means you can live without it. You can pretend like it's not there. Jump up to that sentence that we read at the beginning from emotion. Wow, we're finally at the top. Could we have just said, we're finally at the top? Yes. So that's what it means by it can be omitted. It's not essential to the sentence. Okay? But do they add meaning to the sentence? Absolutely. Okay? Let's look down. Some words used as interjections can also be used as other parts of speech. So an interjection can be also used as a verb. Your visit will please her. Here it's used as a verb, not as an interjection. Leave your dog outside, please. Okay, do you see the difference between the two words of please there? One is a verb and one is an interjection. Let's see how the word no is used as an adjective. She allows no dogs in her house. What kind of dogs? No. Okay, so that's an adjective. But let's look at it used as an interjection. No, she will not make an exception for your dog. We could have read that sentence, she will not make an exception for your dog, but saying no adds meaning. Okay? If you'll flip over to the next page, there's not a whole lot about interjections that you need to know. You're free to go online and print out an interjection page of common interjections, but I think you're going to be able to find them. So today your assignment is to do 7-9 and 7-10. So let's go ahead and do a couple of each one to get you started. So number 1 on 7-9. Underline the interjections in the following sentence. So you need to underline the interjections. Would you please tell Laurie that she needs to come to the office right away? I hope you picked please. Could we say, would you tell Laurie that she needs to come to the office right away? We could, but please is an interjection that adds to our sentence. Number 2, yes, I will tell her as quickly as possible. Yes is your interjection. Tell Stephen that he needs to come too. Thank you. Thank you is your interjection. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and finish 4 through 10 on that one. And then look down at 7-10 and I'll get you started. And this one it says fill in each blank with a conjunction or a preposition. So we're going back to our conjunctions or a preposition. So remember conjunction connects and or but. Okay, and then of course the preposition will show position. So let's do a couple of these. Now your answers will vary. There's not a specific answer you have to have, but we do want it to make sense, don't we? The story of Queen Esther and her cousin Mordecai is evidence of God's care for his people. Because Vashti would not appear before King Ahasuerus, the king was angered and decreed that she be banished from the royal palace. Okay, does that give you an idea of where we're headed? Okay, very good. You actually tomorrow are going to do 7:11 and 7:12, so there will not be a video tomorrow. Okay, guys, and we're coming up on a test, so make sure you flip back through there and you do a good review of it. Okay.